What's up, everyone? Man, I'm going to go live a couple of times today. Here at the home office, and something happened a little bit earlier today I want to share with you guys. And earlier today I talked about clarity, right? How in this time you have to over communicate and give clarity, and how the businesses who are losing tons of money aren't communicating that they're still open, doing curbside, whatever that is. So today I was on a call with a client, and they changed their credit card numbers. So they gave me the new credit card. And it was really funny because I've never really noticed this. I've never really noticed this before. And what I didn't notice is that when somebody gives you a credit card number, the clarity we have, one, when the person's giving it, and then two, when we receive it, like we respond, right? So an example is, yeah, here's my new credit card number. It's 1122, and the other person says 1122, 3344, and 3344. And then you go on and you say all the numbers and you repeat. Let me get this back to you real quick. Let me say this back to you. So the numbers were 1122, 3344, 5566, 7788. Expiration 03/2020 or 2022. CVV number is 832. Address is 1133 Lights of America Lane. That's what my lamp says. Sorry. But there's so much clarity when it comes to that transaction because there's money involved, right? The person wants to make sure that they're getting their product. And the person receiving the money wants to make sure that they got the right credit card number. So you ask the question time and time again. And I call this don't half-ass it, because so many times in these situations, again, unprecedented terms, I don't have the answers for a global pandemic. But what I can teach, or what I can share, is the leadership methods and keys that I've been teaching all along. So, first and foremost, don't half-ass. Stop half-assing stuff. Like, if you were working out before, now work out even harder and get into the best shape of your life, because you probably have more time. If you were eating unhealthy, this is the time to probably get better at eating healthier. If you were, trying to improve your business, this is the time to improve your business. It's time to improve your culture and your marketing, all those types of things, and learn and lean into the investments that you've made in yourself, as opposed to step out of it. This isn't the time to retract from it. This isn't the time to half-ass anything. This is the time to give in. This is the time to take off the mask of being, I've got everything, covered. I know what I'm doing, to, man, I don't know what's going to happen. Or I don't have everything. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. And to ask for help, because that's okay, right? Don't half-ass planning and strategy at the moment. And just like we don't half-ass getting that credit card number from people, it's the same thing that you have to do in life at the moment. So I think this last week I ran 6 miles each time. I don't think I've ever run 6 miles straight. And granted, it's not the fastest time. Yes, I've done a Spartan race, but we stop and we do an obstacle and it's fun and you high five. And I was just like, no, I'm going to get in the best shape right now while I'm home. So think about it. Maybe write in the comments, where are you half-assing it? Right? Where are you half-assing? Are you half-assing it in your finances at the moment? Are you half-assing it with having to get information to somebody? Are you half-assing with FaceTiming and connecting with loved ones, even though it's really hard right now? Are you half-assing it in the investments that you've made in yourself? Are you half-assing it? Maybe you took a course, maybe you learned something and you didn't put anything into action. Maybe you've read a book and you haven't put anything into action. So stop half-assing it. This isn't the time to half-ass anything. This is the time to double down on yourself. This is the time to make that investment. This is the time to have the conversation and get the credit card information, like we've been talking about, correct. I had another call with a client today. We were talking about how to be clear. And I think I'm going to talk about clarity all day today because it is so important to get clarity, even in your relationships right now, right? Like, think about your marriage. We had a conversation with somebody else in the mastermind call today saying like, hey, I'm at home now. We're sharing more. And I'm learning a lot more in the last week than I have in 40 years of marriage. We've never spent this much time at home, or I've never spent this much time at home. I was at my office working with clients. And now, like, there's times where I have to ask my wife, hey, wait a second. Did you mean it this way? Or what exactly were you, what were you looking for there? What were you trying to say? And this opened my mind. If someone was about to pay me $50,000 using their credit card, how much clarity would I ask for? I would ask for the number 3 times. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's get this right. 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. Expiration is this date. This is the address. You sure we're good? Yes. Hold on a second. Let me keep you on the phone while I run that credit card number, just so that we can finish, the transaction while I've got you on the phone, so there is no miscommunication. What if we communicated with that much clarity in all aspects of our life in this moment? Stay on the phone with the person until they got it clear. Stay in that meeting with the person until they got it clear. Stay on the phone with that customer until you know that there's so much clarity that when you get off that phone call, all questions are answered. So my challenge to you is, think about the places where you're half-assing yourself. And Anastasia just wrote a comment. I appreciate it, Anastasia. Like, where are you half-assing it? Right? And we'll talk about condition coming up. That's key number 4 on day number 4 of this. But understand that, like, clarity is the beginning of great leadership. Clarity is the beginning of being able to solve any issues that are coming up at the moment. Clarity is what's going to get you to tomorrow, because without clarity, there's confusion, there's lack of focus, there's fogginess, and there's mistakes that can be made. So below in the comments, again, just post where you are unclear, where you have lack of clarity. And thanks for watching. Tune in. I'm going to go live every single day just to talk about the 10 keys to leadership. And I'm just going to kind of like teach on like different lessons, different experiences I've had with it, right? Going back to my life, I didn't have clarity in my business. I didn't have clarity in my relationship. I was lying to myself. There's the famous moment where my brother-in-law makes fun of because I say in all my speeches, where my wife said I didn't get married to be alone, because there was just no clarity. I was coming home from work every single day, sitting on the couch, stressed out, not sharing. And it took me time and work to be able to share, right? Therapy and courses, and like my wife saying like, hey, like this marriage is done unless you figure this out. So stop lying to yourself. Tell yourself the truth in where you are unclear with yourself, where you're unclear in your business, where you're unclear in your relationship, where you're unclear in your health, right? And get some clarity. Write on a piece of paper. And I do this every single month. It's called the Clarity Code. And I just write down what's not working right now. And then I write down what's not working right now. And then on the edge of the paper, I write, what is it that I want? What do I want? Maybe I can share my screen. Hold up a second. This would be awesome if I can share my screen. Let's see if this is possible using StreamYard. I've never done it, but let's try it out. So if I share my screen, these are 2 monitors. Okay, cool. So it's not letting me share it. Or maybe this is it. Let me see. Let me know if you can see this. Let's see if this is working or I just totally messed this up. Sorry, give me 10 seconds. I've never done it on this. I don't think it is working. Okay, I'll turn it off. But so it's called the Clarity Code. I'll post a PDF in the comments. But basically, what I do is I write down like what's not working at the moment. Where do I need more clarity? And then I write down What is it that I want? Where do I want in my life, in my relationships, and in my business? And share this video or tag a business owner below so that they get this also, because there's a lot of people stressing out like crazy right now. A lot of business owners, business leaders who are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what decision to make. I don't know what's happening. And I promise you, if they just had a little bit more clarity, it would help so much. So again, I write down what do I want? I write down, and then last is what must I do? So where am I now? Like, where am I lying to myself? What's really happening? And then what do I want? And then what must I do? So have clarity. When I used to go to therapy a lot, the therapist would ask questions. It's all about clarity. And then what's an employee manual for, right? Why does the law require an employee manual? Because they want you to give clarity to your team member. Why is a marriage license certificate, say what it says? Clarity. If you've ever had a mortgage, right? If you ever bought a house, it's 110 pages of clarity. The fact that you don't read it is a different story. The fact that you don't ask questions might be a different story. But there's so many points in our life that ask for clarity, but you forget to give clarity. You forget to ask for clarity. And if you did, you would improve the situation this much. I'm not an expert in a global pandemic. I'm not asking you to change your world and everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. But what I had realized is that when shit hit the fan with me, a little bit of clarity really, really made a big difference. So with that, I'll let you guys go. If you want to, write a message below, please go ahead. I'll be checking these all day long. Thanks for watching. This is the time to step up and lead. This is the time to get up and lead. This is the time to lead, ladies and gentlemen. So have an incredible rest of your afternoon. You'll probably see me this evening again. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.